The wait is over. Genie, Make a Wish is finally here, and I'm breaking down if it's worth your time. This 13-episode fantasy rom-com just dropped on Netflix yesterday, and the internet is already at war. Some people are calling it the best thing they've watched all year. Others rage quit after episode 1. And based on the premise and the fact that this comes from the writer behind Goblin and the Glory, I think this has the potential to be the surprise hit of the season. Let's get into it. Here's the deal. Genie, Make a Wish. Stars Bae Suzy, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a huge fan of Suzy, so I've been counting down the days for this one. She plays Ki Ka-young, a woman who was literally born without the ability to feel emotions. She's a high-functioning psychopath who's learned to mimic normal human behavior by following strict rules her grandmother taught her. It's such a unique character, and I was so curious to see how Suzy would pull this off. So Ka-young's living her carefully controlled life when she stumbles upon a magical lamp in Dubai. Out comes this genie named Iblis, played by Kim Woo-bin, who's been trapped for 1,000 years. He offers her 3 wishes. Sounds great, right? Wrong. Because this genie? He's actually Satan. And here's where it gets wild. Iblis made a deal with God centuries ago, proved that humans are naturally selfish by corrupting them with wishes, and he earns his freedom. For 1,000 years, he's won every single time, until he met this selfless girl from ancient Korea who used all her wishes to help others. That got him locked in the lamp for nearly a millennium. Now he's back, trying to corrupt Ka-young to win his bet. But as this emotionless woman clashes with this cynical, charismatic devil, they fall into this completely unexpected romance. It's enemies to lovers with the highest possible stakes. What you need to know is that the hype for this show was absolutely insane, and I was right there with everyone else losing my mind. First off, Kim Eun-sook wrote this. If you don't know that name, let me put it this way. She's responsible for Goblin, The Glory, Mr. Sunshine, and Descendants of the Sun. She doesn't miss. When I heard she was doing a fantasy rom-com again, I immediately thought, okay, this is either going to be legendary or it's going to break the internet. Her style is so distinct. She takes these massive, sweeping concepts and somehow makes them feel intimate and emotionally devastating. Second, and this is huge, Kim Woo-bin and Bae Suzy haven't worked together since 2016's Uncontrollably Fond. That drama absolutely wrecked me. It had one of the most heartbreaking endings I've ever seen in a K-drama. So when I found out they were reuniting after almost a decade, and this time it's a rom-com, I was like, please let them get a happy ending this time. And then Netflix dropped the bomb that Song Hae-gyo was making a cameo. Song Hae-gyo, the queen herself. They timed this release perfectly for Korea's Chuseok holiday week, and Netflix was pushing this as one of their biggest Korean releases of the year. The anticipation was through the roof. By the way, if you want to stay up to date on all the hottest new dramas the moment they drop, take a second to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. Now, let's talk about what people are actually saying, because this is where things get messy. On one side, you've got people absolutely raving about this show. They're saying it's one of the best K-dramas of 2025, that the comedy actually lands, and that Suzy's performance is next level. One viewer said they laughed and cried so hard during the last episodes, then smiled like an idiot at the end. Others are calling it the perfect, stress-free, zero-frustration fantasy escape. And honestly, that tracks with what I expected from a Kim Eun-sook rom-com. But then there's the other camp, and they are not holding back. People are calling it too childish, unfunny, and hard to watch. I've seen comments like I couldn't even finish episode 1 and I quit halfway through. Some viewers found certain scenes awkward and criticized the acting, which surprised me given the talent involved. And here's where it gets really controversial. The show is facing serious backlash from Muslim viewers who feel that using the name Iblis, which literally means Satan in Islamic tradition, as the romantic lead's name in a rom-com, is culturally insensitive and disrespectful. This was brewing even before release, and it's only gotten louder. Plus, there was drama behind the scenes. The original director left mid-production, and neither director is even credited in the final cut. That's not great. Bottom line, should you watch it? Look, I think you absolutely should give this a shot if you love fantasy rom-coms. If you're a Kim Eun-sook fan, or if you've been waiting for Suzy and Kim Woo-bin to reunite. Kim Eun-sook designed this to be a stress-free, feel-good escape, and for a lot of people it's delivering exactly that. But I also have to be real with you. If you're sensitive to cultural appropriation issues, if you prefer grounded dramas, or if whimsical fantasy isn't your vibe, this might not land for you. My take? This is a high-stakes swing. It's polarizing, it's controversial, but it also has all the ingredients to be that surprise hit everyone's talking about by the end of the month. I say go in with an open mind and form your own opinion. Are you planning to watch Genie, Make a Wish? If you've already binged a few episodes, drop your spoiler-free first impressions in the comments right now. I need to know if you're team This Is Incredible or team I'm out after episode 1. And listen, if you want to know what else is worth your time right now, you need to be subscribed, because our next video is dropping soon, and we're counting down the 10 best ongoing K-dramas you should be watching this October. Trust me, you're going to want that list. I'll see you in the next one.